Hey, remember in Spider-Man 3 when the alien symbiote is supposed to turn Peter Parker evil, but just kind of makes him a whiny little emo?
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door!
Well, the same sort of thing happens to Walker in this one.
Walker, it's me.
What do you want?
How's it going?
Fine until you came in.
Get ready to meet Evil Walker. Evil Walker! Evil Walker! Ever watch The Venture Brothers? Remember the Council of 13, the mysterious cadre of elite villains who control the world's evil? Well, turns out the Walkerverse has got one of those too, complete with a talking lamp as leader.
It's time to vote on Mr. Woodley's fate.
And the current order of business is this steamy bowl of scumbalaya.
Die.
Yeah, die.
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 And wouldn't you know it, that night the scumbalaya gets served ice cold. Well, that's the 10th slime bag snuffing in 6 months, and it's got Walker's denim sense of tingling. We got ourselves a vigilante, but hold the phone. Looks like Walker's finally getting a booty call from Alex. But when he shows up, she just wants him to talk to this dork. What a tease.
I'll make it up to you. I promise.
You will?
So the dork works for the Justice Department, and he's got the fresh jiggy on an underground cabal of rich and powerful who snuff out criminals who evade justice. And instead of going to, say, the FBI, he thinks it's a better job for some jerk in a cowboy hat. Anywho, it's chasing time, and I'm not gonna make any jokes about this part for reasons that shall be obvious. It all ends with Walker, the law enforcement officer, fatally shooting the unarmed black man trying to surrender. Yeah, the show actually does that. Cut to commercial. But, thank God, it turns out Walker isn't a racist murderer. Well, okay, he's not a murderer. At least not in the conventional sense. Look, what I'm trying to say here is, he didn't actually shoot that dude. Turns out it was all a big show just to get on the council's radar. But Walker reveals this to Trevette in the most dick way possible. I discharged a firearm in a hospital. But putting aside how effed up that all was any of it really necessary? Walker has never met a criminal he hasn't tried to kill. He should already be the council's #1 draft pick. Second of all, who approved this? Did Walker clear this with anyone beforehand? As far as I can tell, Walker has no supervisor. No one oversees his cases. He just does whatever he wants, whenever he wants to do it. Walker is the definition of a rogue cop. And to top it off, to make sure it all looks real, Walker has Trevette testify against him. So it is now a matter of public record that Walker is a racist murderer. How is he gonna explain this to anyone afterward? At minimum, this is gross misconduct. Anywho, the plan works swimmingly. The council's all, violent, unstable, routinely disobeys orders. Sounds like the perfect team player.
Yes.
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 Folks, meet Evil Walker. Evil Walker! He's rude to women. He dresses like Don Johnson. And he sucks at pool. And that drives the ladies wild. And before Walker can remember if he's stripes or solids, he gets invited to the bad guy's super secret clubhouse. But not so fast. Walker ain't getting in without a brutal grilling from the talking lamp. So, you wanna join our club? Okay. Welcome to the club! Surprise! For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. Turns out it's a jolly fun club.
We meet regularly every Tuesday.
We'll bring fudge bars and orange drink. Cut to turkeys! Walker's having a merry little frolic, but notices a visit by Flowers by Irene. Figuring that his phone's being tapped, we get the return of Evil Walker. Evil Walker!
Walker, it's me.
What do you want?
Well, I wanted to find out how you were making out.
Will you get off my back, Alex?
Ooh, he's so bitchy. Now this really gets me because these are supposed to be some of the richest and most powerful people in the city, but they do this themselves? I'm just saying, these guys are old, they probably have prostate issues, and there is no bathroom on that van. And I guess Walker's really proud of his performance here.
Oh.
Now for Act 2 of the performance.
The seat's taken.
Flight's taken.
Well, as far as I could see, partner, it was empty.
Then maybe you need glasses.
And being a total dick, Walker uses this as an excuse to have some fun beating the crap out of Trevette.
Trevette, I'm gonna kill you.
Poor Trevette. So Walker thinks, what would Don Johnson do? The answer? Take council lady on a hot dog date, pump her for a suspicious amount of information, and then expose all her emotional weaknesses, which Walker then delivers to Trevette in some dumb movie theater setup. But hold up, gumshoes! When Walker leaves the theater, we see it's currently playing Mrs. Doubtfire, Grumpy Old Men, and Wayne's World 2. And from this, we may prove that the events of this story take place on the weekend of January 14th, 1994.
Oh.
But there's a wrinkle to this mystery. Trevette says he's watching a scene with Bruce Willis, yet none of these are Bruce Willis movies. The closest thing he could possibly be watching is Striking Distance, but that movie came and went from theaters the previous September. So my best guess is that he's watching Tom Hanks in Philadelphia and just totally sucks at identifying white actors. Anywho, at Walker's first super secret Tell No One club meeting, the talking lamp says it's time to kill Council Lady, probably for all that shit Walker made her say. And it turns out she was not well liked by her coworkers.
Die.
Die.
Die. Die.
Damn, what'd she do? Burn a bag of popcorn in the break room microwave? And Walker immediately caves in to peer pressure.
Come on, what are you gonna be scared of?
Okay, but I don't know.
Die.
Just stay cool, man. No one's onto you. They don't know anything. Oh, hey, buddy. Funny nobody noticed me right on the other side of this building. So then, Trevette parks like an asshole and tracks down Mr. Lamp's secret hideout, but just finds a sweet gamer setup. Meanwhile, Yash! And shootout! But luckily, Yas Man is the worst driver in all of Texas. I mean, look at that. Look at that! Okay, that's a gentle curve. Walker has no problem at all with it. And that was completely avoidable. No! Okay, I love how Walker gets thrown on this guy's hood and they're fighting right in front of him, but this guy is still so impatient to get where he's going. Oh, and by the way,
Spin kick! Spin kick! Dodge caravan! How about another spin kick? And another spin kick!
and it ends with Walker destroying some random dude's car. Your insurance might not cover this, so be protected from mayhem. Like Walker. So it turns out Yas Man had been the talking lamp the whole time that he was controlling remotely, which makes no damn sense because the whole point of the talking lamp was so no one could finger you as a member of the council. But everyone already knows you're in the council. Anywho, the time has come to bring the richest and most powerful people in the city to justice, which Walker of course does by simply beating the crap out of everyone in the room. So in the end, every one of these extremely rich, extremely powerful, and politically connected individuals are brought to swift and fair justice. Because that's the way the system works in America. Right? 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 Final score, we have 4 spin kicks, 0 ranger kills, and a 5 out of 10 batshit score to claim the number 6 spot with 9 Walker points. And if you've gotten this far, I ask you to please help this channel out by spin kicking the like and subscribe buttons to help the channel grow as I bring you more episodes of Ranger Danger. And speaking of, next time on Ranger Danger.
Guess he's a felonious monk.
Oh, man.